Hey guys, welcome to another episode of InRange. I have here a Sig Sauer P320 M17, the civilian version of the military adopted pistol, the M17. It just doesn't have a active safety on the side, otherwise it's mechanically the same gun. And as we know, these tend to shoot all the time, whether you necessarily want them to or not. So we're doing a mud test today, and we're gonna see if it actually does that in the mud. So first we're gonna go ahead and load the magazine, and I'm gonna fire 5 rounds just to prove that it works. And it does. And I need to get an earplug. Hold on, here we go. Don't do this at home. So I'm gonna put an earplug in the barrel so that when we put it in the mud doesn't go down the barrel and damage the barrel. Yes, there's a round in the chamber. Finger off the trigger. I'm doing this very carefully. Don't do this at home. But we don't want mud in the barrel. So now we come on over here. Tell me when you got a good angle, and we just drop it. You good?
Yep.
That can stay there. It's not going to cause any problems. I'm going to shake it. Here we go. Yeah. 1 round. Can't tell what's happened. Let's go ahead and cycle it. All right, I beat it into battery. And we are stuck. All right, as you saw, I was able to beat it into firing twice, but now we are not able to cycle the action whatsoever. It is frozen, glued shut like cement. All right, let's go ahead and use some water and see if I can even just free it up. Okay, that worked. Beat it into battery. Failure to extract. All right, we're good to go. Frozen again. Yeah, I think we're done. I can't. Still rounds in the magazine. I'm going to go ahead and say this did better than some of the semi-automatic handguns we've done in the past. Honestly, it did a lot better than the Glock. The fact that I could hit it a couple times and fire it even while it still had mud on it, that's pretty impressive. And then rinsing it made it run a couple more times as long as I was able to beat it into battery. After a couple rounds though, something lodged loose and froze this thing up like cement. I cannot cycle it. So we'll have to deal with that off camera. As for the test, I'm going to say that's surprising. It's better than I thought. You've seen other handguns on the channel and they've done worse than this. And others have done better. Ironically, the P08 Luger was the winner with all of its really close clearances and very tight action, which kept the mud out. The point of these things is to keep the mud out. Once the mud gets in, it's over. And something got in here. We don't know where, but mud got in. And once it gets in, that's the end of the game. I would like to thank you out there for watching this, and if you support us, please, you're making it possible to do this. The ammunition, the time out here to do this, patreon.com/InRangeTV. And if you can't, just subscribe and share with your friends, because who else is going to do this with a P320? Thanks for watching.